There is a secret most people never uncover, a truth so powerful it shapes the course of your existence. Every great life, every profound transformation begins not with a monumental act, but with a whisper, a single decision to change. You see, we are the sum of what we repeatedly do. Not our dreams, not our intentions, our habits. Think about it. If you could alter just 10 core habits, refine them, and practice them with discipline for 90 days, how different could your life look? What could you achieve? Who could you become? This is not a fleeting promise or a shallow attempt at motivation. It's a journey of mastery. For centuries, philosophers have grappled with questions of purpose, discipline, and the art of living. They understood that life's grandest achievements are built not in moments of brilliance, but in the quiet, consistent rhythms of daily action. Today, we will delve into 10 transformative habits, actions so simple yet profound that they can remake your life if practiced with intention. These are habits rooted in ancient wisdom and proven by the test of time. Together, we'll uncover how these practices can empower you to live with clarity, strength, and purpose. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Every like, subscribe, helps us continue our mission of sharing knowledge. Ready to unlock more wisdom? Let's get started. Habit 1. Cultivate morning solitude. The first moments of your day hold the power to shape the hours that follow. They are a clean slate, unmarked by the noise and chaos of the world. Yet how often do we squander this sacred time? We wake up and dive headfirst into distractions, scrolling through our phones, checking emails, or rushing out the door. In doing so, we relinquish control over the most influential part of our day. Morning solitude is not just a habit, it is a discipline, a deliberate act of reclaiming your focus. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." These words are not merely poetic, but an invitation to begin your day with intention, gratitude, and clarity. To cultivate this habit, you must carve out time to reflect in silence. It is not an act of passivity, but one of deliberate effort. By sitting quietly, without distractions, you create space to confront your thoughts. This practice allows you to untangle the web of worries and obligations that can cloud your mind before the day even begins. It's a chance to set your intentions, not just for what you want to do, but for how you want to be. Many of us have become conditioned to fill every waking moment with activity or stimulation. Even before our feet hit the ground, we reach for our phones, allowing a flood of information to dictate our mood and priorities. But this habit robs us of the chance to start our day with clarity. The Stoics believed in preparing the mind for the challenges it would face. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." When you forfeit your morning to distractions, you waste the most potent time for self-mastery. Scientific research has shown that the brain operates in a unique state upon waking, a state known as the alpha state. This is when your mind is most receptive, creative, and open to reflection. By embracing solitude in this period, you can harness your brain's natural rhythm to process thoughts, generate ideas, and cultivate a sense of calm. Morning solitude is not about isolation, but preparation. It allows you to face the day with a centered mind. Start by sitting in silence, journaling your thoughts, or reading something that inspires you. Avoid checking your phone or engaging in reactive behaviors. Instead, focus on grounding yourself in the present moment. Over time, this practice will become a cornerstone of your day, a sacred ritual that empowers you to move through life with intention and strength. Habit 2. Develop relentless consistency. There is an illusion many people hold that success, growth, or transformation is the result of grand, heroic efforts. But true progress is seldom about sudden leaps. It is built through relentless consistency. The Stoic philosophers understood this deeply. They emphasized discipline, not as an occasional act, but as a way of life. Epictetus remarked, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Consistency is not glamorous. It often feels mundane, repetitive, and even frustrating. But it is through this very repetition that we achieve mastery. Consider the athlete who trains every day, the artist who sketches for hours, or the thinker who reads and writes relentlessly. Their success is not the result of sporadic inspiration, but of unwavering commitment to their craft. To develop relentless consistency, you must first embrace the idea that small actions compound over time. This is the essence of the Stoic approach to self-improvement. They believe that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the shaping of your character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In other words, don't overthink or delay, simply act, again and again. Consistency also requires the ability to resist immediate gratification. In our modern world, we are constantly tempted by distractions that promise quick rewards. Social media, entertainment, and even procrastination can lure us away from our goals. But the Stoics taught that true freedom comes from mastery over our impulses. By committing to daily actions aligned with your values, you free yourself from the chaos of inconsistency. Imagine if you committed to a single habit, such as exercising, reading, or writing, and practiced it every day without fail. At first, the effort might feel small, insignificant even, but as the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, the cumulative impact becomes undeniable. You are not just building a habit, you are reshaping your identity. Consistency also builds resilience. When you show up every day, regardless of how you feel, you train yourself to act in spite of challenges. This is a key tenet of Stoicism, to focus on what you can control and act accordingly. You may not always feel motivated, but motivation is fleeting. Discipline and consistency are what sustain you. This habit requires patience and trust in the process. You must let go of the desire for immediate results and instead focus on the journey. It's not about perfection, but persistence. Even when you falter, returning to your practice with humility is a form of consistency in itself. Habit 3. Practice deliberate reflection. In the chaos of modern life, how often do we pause to truly reflect? Reflection is the mirror through which we examine our thoughts, actions, and decisions. Without it, we move through life on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes and overlooking the lessons that could lead to growth. The Stoics were avid practitioners of deliberate reflection, believing it to be essential for a life of wisdom and virtue. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Reflection allows us to separate imagined fears from actual challenges. It is a tool for gaining clarity, understanding our emotions, and evaluating our choices. When practiced consistently, it becomes a powerful mechanism for self-awareness and personal development. Deliberate reflection is not merely about thinking, it is about structured, intentional thought. It involves asking yourself meaningful questions. What went well today? What could I have done better? Did my actions align with my values? These questions force you to confront your strengths and weaknesses with honesty. One of the most effective ways to practice this habit is through journaling. The Stoics often wrote down their thoughts as a way of processing their experiences and preparing for the future. Marcus Aurelius. Meditations is essentially a journal, a collection of personal reflections that guided him through the trials of life. By journaling, you externalize your thoughts, making them easier to analyze and understand. Reflection also cultivates gratitude. By looking back on your day, you can identify moments of joy, connection, or achievement that might otherwise go unnoticed. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you focus on what you have rather than what you lack. This aligns with the Stoic principle of embracing the present moment and finding contentment within it. To make reflection a daily habit, set aside time at the end of each day. Find a quiet space where you can think without distractions. Consider writing in a journal, speaking aloud to yourself, or even meditating on your thoughts. The key is to approach the practice with curiosity and openness. Avoid judging yourself harshly. Instead, view each reflection as an opportunity to learn and grow. Over time, deliberate reflection will become a guiding force in your life. It will help you make better decisions, strengthen your relationships, and stay aligned with your purpose. By looking inward, you gain the clarity and wisdom needed to navigate the complexities of life with grace and resilience. Habit 4. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Comfort is a seductive trap. It lures us with promises of ease and security, but often leaves us stagnant and unfulfilled. The Stoics understood that true growth lies not in avoiding discomfort, but in embracing it. They practiced what is known as voluntary discomfort, deliberately seeking challenges and hardships to cultivate resilience and self-mastery. Epictetus advised, Difficulties show what men are. Voluntary discomfort is not about punishing yourself or seeking misery. It is about stepping outside the boundaries of your comfort zone to expand your capacity for growth. When you willingly face discomfort, you desensitize yourself to fear and uncertainty. You train your mind to remain steady in the face of adversity, a skill that is invaluable in every area of life. One way to practice this habit is through physical challenges. Exercise, for example, is a controlled form of discomfort that strengthens not only the body, but also the mind. Pushing through a strenuous workout requires discipline and mental fortitude. It teaches you to endure and persevere, qualities that spill over into other areas of life. Another form of voluntary discomfort is fasting. The Stoics often fasted to remind themselves of the transient nature of material comforts. Seneca wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By temporarily denying yourself luxury, you learn to appreciate what you have and realize that you can endure much more than you think. Voluntary discomfort can also take the form of facing emotional challenges. Have a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Take on a task that intimidates you. Say no to distractions that provide short-term pleasure but hinder long-term growth. Each of these actions strengthens your ability to confront life's difficulties with courage and composure. The ultimate goal of this habit is to become comfortable with discomfort. When you seek out challenges voluntarily, you are better prepared to face those that arise unexpectedly. Life will inevitably throw hardships your way. But by practicing voluntary discomfort, you arm yourself with the resilience needed to endure and thrive. Habit 5. Master the art of focus. In a world drowning in distractions, the ability to focus is a superpower. The Stoics placed immense value on directing their attention deliberately, understanding that focus is the foundation of a meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." Focus is not just about productivity, it is about presence. When you give your full attention to what you are doing, whether it's working, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a meal, you experience life more deeply. Distraction, on the other hand, fragments your mind and erodes your ability to engage with the present moment. To master the art of focus, you must first identify and eliminate distractions. This requires honesty and discipline. Look at how you spend your time and identify the activities or habits that pull you away from your priorities. Social media, excessive screen time, and multitasking are common culprits. By minimizing these distractions, you create space for deeper engagement with what truly matters. Another key to cultivating focus is single-tasking. Our culture glorifies multitasking, but research shows that it diminishes efficiency and increases stress. The Stoics believed in doing one thing at a time and doing it well. When you focus on a single task, you not only perform better, but also derive greater satisfaction from your efforts. Focus also requires setting clear intentions. Before you begin any task, ask yourself why it matters and what you hope to achieve. This aligns your actions with your values, ensuring that your efforts are meaningful. Without intention, it's easy to drift through your day, reacting to whatever demands your attention rather than directing it purposefully. One way to strengthen your focus is through mindfulness practices. Meditation, for example, trains your mind to stay present and resist distractions. Even a few minutes a day can have a profound impact on your ability to concentrate. The Stoics often engaged in reflective exercises to sharpen their focus, asking themselves questions like, "Is this within my control? And am I acting according to reason?" Mastering the art of focus is not about achieving perfection, but about building awareness. Each time you catch yourself drifting, gently bring your attention back to the task at hand. Over time, this habit becomes second nature, empowering you to live with greater intention and clarity. Habit 6. Cultivate gratitude in all circumstances. Gratitude is more than a fleeting emotion. It is a practice, a way of seeing the world through a lens of appreciation. The Stoics believed that gratitude is essential for a life of contentment and peace. Epictetus reminded his followers, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." To cultivate gratitude, you must train your mind to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. This is not about ignoring life's challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about acknowledging the good that exists, even in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see abundance where you once saw scarcity. Begin this practice by reflecting on the simple things you often take for granted. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the people who support you. These are all gifts that deserve recognition. Take a moment each day to write down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple exercise can transform your outlook, fostering a sense of joy and contentment that carries into every aspect of your life. Gratitude also involves embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. The Stoics taught that even adversity has value. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When you encounter obstacles, practice gratitude for the lessons they offer. This mindset not only strengthens your resilience, but also helps you find meaning in life's struggles. Expressing gratitude to others is another powerful way to deepen this habit. Take the time to thank those who have made a positive impact on your life, whether through words, actions, or presence. Gratitude strengthens relationships, fostering a sense of connection and mutual respect. As you cultivate gratitude, you will notice a profound shift in your mindset. Life's challenges will feel less overwhelming, and its joys will become more vivid. Gratitude is a reminder that, no matter what circumstances you face, there is always something to be thankful for. It is a practice that enriches your soul, guiding you toward a life of greater fulfillment and peace. Habit 7. Practice radical self-discipline. Discipline is the backbone of a life well lived. Without it, even the best intentions crumble under the weight of distraction and temptation. The Stoics regarded self-discipline as a cornerstone of virtue, teaching that mastery over one's impulses leads to true freedom. Seneca observed, "No man is free who is not master of himself." To practice radical self-discipline is to take full ownership of your actions, aligning them with your values and goals. Radical self-discipline begins with an honest assessment of your habits and weaknesses. This requires humility and courage, as it forces you to confront the areas where you fall short. Are you procrastinating on important tasks? Are you allowing emotions like anger or fear to dictate your actions? By identifying these patterns, you can begin the work of reshaping them. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about consistency. It is the act of showing up every day, even when motivation is absent. The Stoics emphasize that discipline is a choice, not a feeling. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In other words, the external world may be unpredictable, but your ability to act with discipline is always within your control. One way to cultivate self-discipline is through the practice of delayed gratification. Modern life conditions us to seek immediate rewards, instant entertainment, quick fixes, and fast results. But true growth comes from the willingness to endure short-term discomfort for long-term gain. This could mean resisting the urge to scroll through social media when you should be working, or choosing healthy food over junk food. Each time you delay gratification, you strengthen your ability to prioritize what truly matters. Another key to self-discipline is creating systems and routines. Willpower is a finite resource, but systems reduce the need for constant decision-making. For example, setting a specific time each day for exercise or blocking out distractions while working helps you stay consistent. The Stoics believed in simplifying life to focus on what is essential. By creating a disciplined structure, you free yourself from unnecessary choices and conserve your energy for meaningful pursuits. Practicing self-discipline also requires self-compassion. There will be days when you falter, but what matters is your ability to return to your practice with renewed commitment. Discipline is not about punishing yourself for failures, but about learning from them and moving forward. Over time, it becomes a habit, a way of living that empowers you to act with purpose and integrity. Habit 8. Seek wisdom daily. Wisdom is the compass that guides us through life's complexities. It is not simply knowledge, but the ability to apply that knowledge in a way that leads to virtuous and meaningful actions. The Stoics revered wisdom as the highest virtue, believing it to be the foundation of all other virtues. Seneca wrote, "The good life is not found in luxury, but in wisdom." To seek wisdom daily is to commit to a lifelong journey of learning and growth. This habit requires an openness to new ideas and perspectives. Wisdom is not something you acquire once and for all. It is a practice that must be nurtured through continual reflection and exploration. Reading is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate wisdom. The works of philosophers, poets, and thinkers offer insights that can deepen your understanding of life. Whether it's the Stoics, modern psychologists, or spiritual leaders, the voices of the wise can serve as your guides. But wisdom is not confined to books. It is also found in conversations, experiences, and quiet moments of introspection. Pay attention to the lessons hidden in everyday life. What can you learn from the people you encounter? How can you grow from the challenges you face? Wisdom often emerges in unexpected places when you are willing to listen and observe. The Stoics believed in the importance of questioning assumptions and challenging conventional wisdom. Epictetus advised, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Humility is essential for the pursuit of wisdom. Recognize that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. This mindset keeps you curious, open-minded, and receptive to growth. Seeking wisdom daily also means applying what you learn. Knowledge without action is meaningless. As you absorb new ideas, reflect on how they can inform your choices and behaviors. Are you living in alignment with your values? Are you using your time and energy wisely? Wisdom is not an abstract concept, but a practical tool for navigating life with clarity and purpose. Make seeking wisdom a daily ritual. Dedicate time to reading, journaling, or meditating on philosophical ideas. Engage in meaningful conversations with those who challenge and inspire you. Over time, this habit will not only expand your understanding, but also guide you toward a more intentional and fulfilling life. Habit 9. Foster genuine relationships. Human connection is one of life's greatest sources of meaning. The Stoics recognize the importance of relationships, emphasizing that we are social beings meant to live in harmony with others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural." To foster genuine relationships is to cultivate bonds that enrich your life and the lives of those around you. This habit begins with authenticity. Genuine relationships are built on honesty, trust, and mutual respect. Be yourself and encourage others to do the same. Avoid the temptation to impress or manipulate. Instead, focus on creating connections based on shared values and mutual understanding. The Stoics taught that virtue should guide our interactions with others. Treat people with kindness, patience, and fairness, even when it is challenging. Listening is a cornerstone of strong relationships. Too often, we listen to respond rather than to understand. Practice active listening by giving your full attention to others, asking thoughtful questions, and showing empathy. When you listen deeply, you not only strengthen your relationships, but also gain valuable insights into the thoughts and experiences of others. Expressing gratitude is another powerful way to foster connections. Let the people in your life know how much you appreciate them. Whether it's through words, actions, or gestures, gratitude strengthens bonds and creates a sense of mutual appreciation. Remember that relationships thrive on reciprocity. Make an effort to give as much as you receive. Boundaries are also essential for cultivating healthy relationships. While connection is vital, it should not come at the expense of your well-being. Learn to say no when necessary, and surround yourself with people who respect your values and boundaries. The Stoics emphasized the importance of choosing companions wisely. Seneca advised, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." Finally, invest time and energy into your relationships. Like any meaningful endeavor, they require care and attention to flourish. Make time for loved ones, nurture your friendships, and seek opportunities to connect with others on a deeper level. By fostering genuine relationships, you create a network of support and love that enriches your life and strengthens your sense of purpose. Habit 10. Live with purpose every day. The cornerstone of a fulfilled life is purpose. The Stoics believed that living in alignment with your purpose is the essence of a virtuous existence. Marcus Aurelius urged, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do?'" Purpose is not an abstract ideal. It is a guiding force that shapes your actions and decisions. To live with purpose is to act deliberately, ensuring that your efforts are directed toward what truly matters. This requires clarity about your values and goals. What kind of person do you want to be? What legacy do you want to leave behind? The answers to these questions form the foundation of your purpose. Living with purpose also means embracing the present moment. The Stoics taught that life is fleeting, and the only time we truly possess is now. Seneca warned, "You are afraid of dying. But come now, how is this life of yours anything but death?" By grounding yourself in the present, you can channel your energy into meaningful actions rather than being consumed by regret or anxiety. One way to cultivate purpose is through daily reflection. Begin each day by setting an intention. What will you focus on today? How will your actions align with your values? At the end of the day, reflect on whether you lived in accordance with your purpose. This practice not only keeps you accountable, but also reinforces your commitment to living with meaning. Purpose is not about grand gestures or monumental achievements. It is found in the small, consistent actions that contribute to a life of integrity and virtue. Whether it's being present with loved ones, excelling in your work, or offering kindness to a stranger, every moment presents an opportunity to live with purpose. The Stoics understood that even the simplest acts, when done with intention, have profound significance. As you embrace this habit, you will find that purpose brings clarity and resilience. It acts as a compass, guiding you through life's uncertainties and challenges. When you know what you stand for and why you act, you are less swayed by distractions and setbacks. You become anchored in a deeper sense of meaning, confident that your life is unfolding in alignment with your values. Final thoughts. The habits we cultivate shape the trajectory of our lives. By committing to these 10 habits, you are not simply adopting a set of practices, you are embracing a way of being that aligns with your highest potential. The Stoics remind us that life is a constant process of growth and refinement. As Marcus Aurelius observed, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Incorporating these habits into your life will not be easy. Growth is rarely comfortable, and transformation requires discipline and perseverance. But the rewards are immense. You will develop a greater sense of self-mastery, resilience, and purpose. You will cultivate deeper connections, find joy in the present moment, and approach challenges with courage and grace. Remember that change does not happen overnight. Progress is a journey, and each day presents an opportunity to take one step closer to the person you aspire to be. As you practice these habits, be patient and compassionate with yourself. Celebrate small victories and learn from setbacks. The path to a better life is not linear, but it is always worth pursuing. To my wisdom seekers, know that you already possess the strength and wisdom to transform your life. These habits are not foreign concepts, but reminders of the virtues that reside within you. By living with intention and aligning your actions with your values, you can create a life of meaning, fulfillment, and greatness. Take the next 90 days as a challenge, a commitment to yourself. Embrace these habits with an open heart and a steadfast spirit. At the end of this journey, you will not only have changed your life, but also deepened your understanding of what it means to live well. And as you continue on this path, remember the words of Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of life-changing habits. If this resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments and inspire others to take this journey. Until next time, live with wisdom, live with purpose, and live with courage.